Yeah, my baby is not a first-time visitor. I think this is her third or fourth time to Waukesha County Dems. My name is Kelda Roys, and I'm running for governor of Wisconsin because I want to restore opportunity and fairness to this state. And if we're going to do that, we need a grown-up in the driver's seat. I've been working very hard. I'll work my tail off, and when I do, we get things done. I think about when I helped reach across the aisle and made Wisconsin one of the first states in the nation to protect kids from BPA, a dangerous toxic chemical, standing up to the chemical lobby. I think about expanding health care to 80,000 Wisconsinites in Badger Care. And I think about all the work that we have yet to do to make sure that every person has paid leave, to make sure that child care is affordable and it's high quality for every family in the state, to make sure all of our public schools are well funded and our UW system is strong. There's so much work that we can do together. I'm very excited to do that. I only have 5 minutes, but I do want to just take a minute to recognize my friend, Andy Gronik, who ran a great campaign, who had a lot of really interesting ideas that I think we need more of in politics. I think we need to welcome people who think outside the box. I think he brought an energy and enthusiasm to this race, so I think we should just, he's not here, but we should give him a round of applause. Sharing the stage with him and sharing my baby with him because he was a big fan. And it was mutual. So I'd like to just say if there are any questions, I'd love to just take a few quick questions, and Matt will not hesitate to grab me off the stage once my time is up. Anybody has questions?
What do you think about sending our National Guard down to the Texas border?
I immediately called on Walker. Weeks ago I said you should not do this is outrageous, and then obviously with what we've discovered about stealing children from their parents, I think it's outrageous. I've spoken out strongly, immediately, and consistently against Walker and the Trump administration. No equivocation, it's horrific. Yes.
Do you think that if you become our next governor and we can turn some of the state seats, Assembly and Senate, can we turn back a lot of the damage that Scott Walker has done?
Yes, we can. I really feel very hopeful about our future. I think, regardless, I think we're likely to have a Democratic Senate. I think it's possible we'll have a Republican Assembly, but we're going to redistrict in 2020 because there's a census, right? And when I'm the governor, I'm going to veto any maps that give an unfair advantage to either party. I'm a supporter of nonpartisan independent redistricting. We're going to pass that bill, or if not, we're going to veto any maps that are unfair. And we can reverse so much of the damage that has been done, and I think people all over the state are ready to come together and solve our common challenges.
That was my question.
If you do veto the redistricting bill, whatever, will you send it to the courts?
Well, that's what happens, is the courts, if the legislature and the governor can't agree on a set of maps, it goes to the courts, and that's what's happened for decades in Wisconsin before this past redistricting. And so we've had, okay maps, and this recent most set was a big departure from that.
I give you a different one. How would you remodel the Foxconn agreement?
Remodel, well,
That's a nice word.
That's a nice word.
Well, because
I guess I'd use eminent domain to condemn it and start over.
well, that's one way.
They're doing.
The people in the northern part of the state are pretty upset, and so
The other part too.
well, both parts. And so,
Yeah.
So what could be done with the existing regulations that are already signed up, and then what would a new administration be able to do?
Right. So, I think we have to sort of look at Foxconn in a very responsible adult way. Like, this is, we can't go around making reckless promises, I'm ending the Foxconn deal. I do think that we can pursue litigation in state and federal court, because I think that there's a chance it could be declared unconstitutional. I am certainly want to do that. I think there are some environmental grounds, there are appellate grounds, there's a lot of reasons why it could be unconstitutional. But I also think we have to look at trying to bring them back to the table to renegotiate. We have to hold them to the letter of the law and enforce our part of the contract. And I think that we have to be willing to basically use all the tools at our disposal. The administrative agencies, the DNR, lobbying our Great Lakes Compact partners and seeing if they're going to intervene as they've done. I just think we have to, this is all hands on deck, but I'm not going to just make reckless promises that I'm not in control of how courts decide. Instead, I'm just going to tell you and commit that I'm going to do everything I can to stop, slow down, and mitigate the damage of the Foxconn deal.